Hey guys, welcome back to QBT. Good to see you. This video is on pressure, okay? We're going to be filming a couple of videos on pressure. This one is on kind of pressure that occurs above water, I suppose, because we're going to be doing another video on the pressure that arises from fluid, and we're going to be doing another video on buoyancy and upthrust. That's all to come a bit later. But for now, let's discuss pressure, force and area and what their relationships are, right? I mean, I think the best way to kind of describe this relationship is how you've probably noticed that it's significantly easier to cut things with a sharp knife, right? When you're using a blunt knife, obviously you have to put more force into it to get the same effect. And that is how this relationship is working. Pressure is equal to the force that you exert divided by the area over which that force acts, okay? So I think to explain this equation in a bit more detail and to give you an example, why don't you check out the tutorial video that I've made, just here.
Okay, so how might we approach this question? The question states that we should calculate the pressure exerted by a person's foot on the ground, assuming a force equal to their weight is produced or exerted over an area of 0.8 meters squared. Okay, and we should assume that the person has a mass of 75 kilograms. Okay, so what information do we have? Well, we know that force is equal to the person's weight. Okay, we haven't explicitly been given the force in newtons, but we can calculate it with some other information. What else do we have? Well, we have area. Area is equal to 0.8 meters squared. Okay, and that's great. Now, what we can do from here is we can say that pressure is equal to force divided by area. Okay, and this is going to be the equation that we're going to eventually use to calculate what the pressure is. Okay, and we have area, which is great. We have that, but we don't explicitly have force. We just know that it's equal to weight. So the question now becomes, how can we calculate weight? Well, we know that weight is equal to mass times gravity. Okay, and we can say that mass is equal to 75 kilograms because we've been told that here in the question. And if we're on Earth, we can assume that the gravitational field strength is 9.8 newtons per kilogram. And if we put that into our calculator, we see that weight is equal to 735 newtons. So our force is also equal to 735 newtons in this case. So what do we do now? Well, we take our values for area and force and we substitute them into our pressure equation. We say that pressure is equal to force, 735 newtons, divided by area, 0.8, which equals 918.75 pascals. Okay, and that is how we can use our knowledge of weight and pressure to calculate an example question.
Okay, hopefully that tutorial was helpful for you guys and it's helped you to better understand the relationship between pressure, force and area. Please like and subscribe, it really helps the channel grow and helps us get more physics content to you guys. But in the meantime, stay tuned for our next video on Monday. Okay, stay quantum. Bye guys.